Barack Hussein Obama is your Mama Obama here with another bit of motherly advice to help you reign well as the President of these United States of America. Mama was outside getting a little sun on her face, trying to see if I can make my complexion as beautiful as Michelle's. Then you have two pretty mamas. It's a little hopeless for this pasty white face, but we're working on it. Now, Barack, this week there was a lot of hoo-ha about Nancy Pelosi and the CIA and waterboarding. Now, truthfully, I can't say that I completely understand why we care what the CIA is doing with their surfboards. Well, if you asked Mama to get on a surfboard, I promise you that would be torture for Mama. Couldn't you just see me on a surfboard? Shooting the tubes. What you mean surfboard ain't the same as waterboarding? Pshaw. I guess maybe Mama's a little confused this week, but whatever. We tired of hearing about it. It's fair distracting. Frankly, there's more important things for the people of this country who are out of work and can't pay their bills than listen to Nancy Pelosi whine and complain about the CIA and waterboarding. Don't these politicians ever watch 24? Now, son, that brings up a good question. And that's about what you would do if you had to, if this country was under attack. And son, I'm going to encourage you, stop looking over your shoulder and finding fault with George W. Bush. It's time for you to forgive him for doing what he thought was right under his watch, under the exigent circumstances that existed at the time that he was in place to make those decisions. You know that story from the Gospels about the wicked servant. The master forgave him a very big debt, and that wicked servant wouldn't forgive his fellow servant that only owed him a small debt. And the master pulled that wicked servant back in, put his debt right back where it used to be, and the scripture says that the master turned that servant over to the torturers. Ooh, interesting choice of labels, ain't it? The torturers. Now, son, you got to be in your bonnet. And you have refused to forgive George W. Bush for the things that he did during his watch. Things that were not malicious. They were necessary under his thinking and the way that information he had and the way that he was looking at potential threats. Believe me, son, if we under threat of attack, most of the people in this country are going to tell you they want you to use waterboard or surfboard or emery board or board of directors or whatever kind of board you need to use to get that information. So son, be careful. It's time for you to let it go and forgive from your heart so that you don't find yourself in a place where you turned over to the torturers because you think that waterboarding is torture. That's nothing to when God remove his hand of favor and protection from your life. That will really be torture, and you don't want to be there. So, son, I'm praying for you every day, and I know that you can proceed towards the future. Stop looking behind you, because that's not profitable. But if you look forward and do the things that God's putting in your mind to do, creative and profitable things, then you will be remembered as a president of integrity and honor and productiveness. God bless you. You reign well, and God bless this United States of America.